So have you ever had this moment where you were going through Skull Woods, off your way to save the third maiden, but partway through you decided that it was just too much for you and you had to go back? You just had to get out of there. But when you came out, you see that the Dark World is raining, but just don't think about it and try to go for a swim. But suddenly you're walking on water. So you just try going through this whirlpool, and now the world is blue. So blue that your teacher wants you to make an essay about it or something. So what happened? Why did Lincoln walk on water? Why did the whirlpool paint the world blue? I'll show you how to do both of these glitches. So to do the walk on water glitch, you simply have to go to an area with a hole and a wall. Get close enough to the hole where you can dash over it, but not fall in. And that if you continue dashing, you'll eventually bump into a wall. Then head to any water area that you can jump into from the north direction. Doing so will make you land on the water instead of swim in it. Also, you can see here that if you use the water walking glitch to go to a whirlpool, you are still able to warp normally, so it's not this that's causing the glitch. So what happened here? Well, something you may have also noticed is that it's raining in the Dark World. This only happens in the Misery Mire, before you open it up with Ether. So why is it raining? Well, if you've seen other videos from this channel, or read the descriptions of some of the shorts, you'll find that the exploration glitch is a cause of many of the things you've seen here. And it's also a catalyst for this too. By using the exploration glitch to escape Hyrule Castle before saving Zelda, the rain never clears. And during the rain, you'll see that it's very empty. Or at least the light world is. You see, for the intro sequence of this game, you have to walk from Link's house to Hyrule Castle. I assume that the developers didn't want you to face any enemies on that path, since you don't have the sword yet. So what they did was simply put all enemies in the light world into the dark world. But they didn't just put all enemies, but also all enemies, all characters, a bunch of items, and the whirlpools. Anything that was basically a sprite went into the dark world. Which could lead to some odd behaviors like picking up this mushroom in the dark world, or having this piece of heart be on a ledge you can't jump into normally, or other things as well. Though, as mentioned, it also brings the whirlpools from the light world into the dark world. So if we come here after saving Zelda, you'll see that there's no whirlpool in the dark world here. So that means that the whirlpool that we went through in that earlier clip was actually the light world whirlpool that was brought into the dark world. So that's it, no? It's a light world whirlpool in the dark world, so because of that, the game doesn't know what to do. Well, you see, that's almost everything. First off, I'm just going to show off another location where you can paint the screen blue, which is here right under Ice Palace, which would be this whirlpool in the light world. But the thing is, even though these are the light world whirlpools in a dark world, there is a pair of whirlpools that does work. So if you go to this area, which is just to the east of the blast whirlpool, you'll see that it does work, but it warps you to a different location than the light world whirlpool. And if you go to this whirlpool, which was to the west of the witch's hut, you'll see that it's the other pair in these dark world whirlpools. What's going on here? Well, if you were to get to the dark world again in an after Zelda save, you'll see that there are in fact whirlpools in these locations. So even though the game is using the light world of whirlpools, it is using some data from the dark world to tell you where to go. So even though these are the light world whirlpools in the dark world, they are still using the information from the dark world whirlpools for where to send you. And since those two last whirlpools don't have a location to send you to because they have no whirlpool, that's why the screen just gets stuck in this blue state. So here are just two other whirlpools that I wasn't able to test because of the walk on water glitch is a bit limited on what water you can walk on. But I do assume that these two would also make your screen go blue, since they also don't have a dark world version to them. To end off this video, here's a chart showing what happens with each whirlpool if you try entering it during the raid. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any more on the topic, feel free to put it in the comments below. See you next time.